I get this question normally, question or statement. Loy, you're such a wonderful coach. Your daughter is so lucky. Your wife is so lucky. Okay, you admire me, that's why you consider lucky. Some people who hate me, they say, I pity your daughter, I pity your wife. So it depends if you like me or you don't like me, or you like my theory about life or whatever. But one of the questions or statements that I get is, Loy, you're such an amazing coach, or you're a good coach, or a good guide, or whatever. Man, your daughter can become a CEO of a company. Your daughter can become a world-class, whatever, athlete, this, that. And then they get surprised when I tell them, no. They're like, no what? So I don't want my daughter to be a CEO, director, world-class anything. They're like, why, Loy, man? You can make her something, she can be a legend. And I said, no, I'm not interested. They're like, why? Like, is it because you're worried she'll fail, or is it because, you know, what is it? One thing is for a fact, I am selfish. I want to focus on me. See, listen, first, before the main point, first is, if I have to make my daughter world-class, CEO, director, athlete, she has to start training now, at this age, this very age. The training starts now, learning multiple languages, going for exercise, training for disciplines, going for tuition. All that involves not only time in the sense my wife will have to go sit with the baby, be with the baby, take the baby up and down, drive. Okay, that is number one. Number two is money. If you want to achieve something world-class, you need to spend world-class. Let's say I want to make her a champion swimmer. I can't take her to the local this thing. I have to get her trained under maybe an Olympic coach or something. Okay. And that costs a hell lot of money. And third one is you need to do it constantly, every day, with a singular focus. So it's not only the child sacrificing her, this thing, she'll not have friends, nothing. I'll have to sacrifice from my schedule, my work, and focus totally on her. My wife will also have to do the same. And then it's me, my wife, and my kid. All of us having that one common goal. Only then she'll achieve. Now, that is one part. And I don't want to do that. Why should I sacrifice my life for my daughter's greatness or happiness, for something that is a want, not a need? If she wants to do it, let her do it by herself. Obviously, when she grows up, the chances are very less. I understand that. But then there's another part to this. We always look at people who have done it and won the gold medal or the finals or the championship. What about after doing all this, they don't end up being anything at the top? We remember the people who got the Oscars. What are the people who only got nominated but never won anything? Weren't they good enough? What are the people who never got nominated? Why, they were not good enough? We always look at the winners. We forget anyone else exists. Even the people who get the gold medal, there are people who got the silver, the bronze. There are the others who always took part but never won anything. So what do you do? Now, it's not even these 2 points. These 2 points are very important. But the most important bit is the why. Why? Why to make her a CEO? Why to make her a first rank holder? Why to make her a champion athlete? Why? Is it for me? No, you'll say it's for the kid. How do you know what the kid wants? Every kid wants to jump and play and have fun and watch cartoons and eat chocolate. And which kid when they're watching cartoons or eating chocolates or say, Mom, I want to be the Olympic champion. I want to be a first rank holder. I want to be a director, a CEO of a company. Which kid? You'll say that we need to inculcate these values. True, but then it is my agenda, not my child's agenda. See, I don't know what my child wants. I can assume, but I don't know what my child wants. The only thing which I would want for my child is, yes, values, but most important is to be happy. To be happy in whatever my child is doing. And yes, that does involve being able to earn money. If you don't earn money, you can't survive, right? So, I'll teach her the fundamentals of life. I'll give her the, I don't know if you can call it training or whatever, to earn her own livelihood. But apart from that, I just want her to be her, not become Loy Machedo. You know, in fact, when my baby was born, I was so tempted to call my baby Loy Machedo Jr. I still do. I still want. It's a thing that is there. Some people have that. You might say it's narcissism or narcissistic, whatever. But then I was like, no, it's... Maybe if I had a boy, I would have named it. But then I named her after my mum. One is because my mum had the biggest influence in my life, positive or negative. So this child would have the biggest influence in my life, positive or negative. So, and given that my mum abused her position of power, you know, it was kind of a, I don't know, emotional or spiritual thing that I thought, fine, Helen abused me, now I will not abuse Helen. More like a karma thing, which anyway I don't believe in. But it was kind of an emotional decision. My wife agreed. But yeah, one of the predominant reasons for that name was Helen of Troy, who was known to be one of the most wisest, powerful, amazing women. So that was a fitting name. Achilles would have been nice. That's a boy's name. I always used to think Maximilian, very royal name. Just imagine a Thai child, Maximilian. So I don't want to put my agenda on my child. Like there are so many doctors who make their children doctors. So many guys who run a restaurant and they make their children restaurateurs, and chefs who make their children chefs. But given today the social media day and age, children get influenced, and when you have the whole world, like they say, whole world is your oyster, and you have multiple choices and options. Most children, they don't want to end up being what their parents ask them to be. They want to be, you know, something else. So that's the reason I decided that I'm not. These three predominant reasons. One is I'm pushing my agenda on my kid. Let my kid decide what is the agenda. But obviously, it's not like if my child says, I want to study at Harvard and I'll have to start sacrificing on my dreams. No, within whatever is my capacity and what I want, I will do. Extraordinary things, oh, I want to go to Australia, this and that, you figure out your own shit. My job is just food, clothing, shelter. Not caviar and a mansion and Gucci. And the second thing is the part where I told you, all these dreams, aspirations, these fantastic ambitions, they take time, effort and money. Extraordinary amounts, not ordinary. And last if not the least, it's remember, just because you gave it doesn't mean the child will achieve it. There are too many variables, too many to consider for a lifetime. Anyway, this is what I thought. You know, yes, it feels good to know my child is CEO. My child is working for the IMF. You know, that girl who's the IMF, the Indian girl. I know her relatives. So, it feels good when you know that, oh, my child is CEO, and let the child have it in them to do what they want. My job is, this is the right direction, this is the wrong. Choose your path wisely. And in the end, know that I did my job, because remember this much. End of the day, there's no guarantee your child will take care of you. So after sacrificing everything, maybe the child will dump you. Then what do you do? Sit and cry. And yes, there's always a possibility. Maybe me or my wife or something can happen, and then the dream is left incomplete, right? Anyway, I can do only so much and save money. And if they live a basic life, they'll have a 20 years. But if they try to live a hi-fi life, maybe from 10 years, maybe 20 years, it'll reduce to 5 years. So they have to choose wisely. Let me know, what do you think? Agree, disagree? Love to know your thoughts. You guys take care. Chalo.